Before I start the video, I would like to give a massive shout out to my Patreons who have been supporting my channel. If you would like to check out my Patreon and receive early access to some very exciting videos coming soon, then please click the link in the description. Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Nerd Den here once again, and in today's video I'm going to be doing something a little bit different, and I'm kind of going to be doing a freeform discussion video. And this is a topic that I've wanted to talk about for a while. I've talked about it in a negative aspect in the past, but now I've realised something, especially with all the promotional material we've been getting for Doctor Who. It's kind of already been saved, and I say saved, you know, Doctor Who hasn't really been too much in danger, you know, hasn't been in danger of being taken off air, despite, you know, what some people would make you want to believe. But it certainly has lost a lot of its following, or a fair bit of its following, simply down to the marketing. You know, people don't know when it's on, people aren't given material to make them feel excited for the show. And this was something that happened during the Chris Chibnall era of the show, which, you know, wasn't entirely down to Chris Chibnall, or even not at all. Yeah, he certainly wanted to keep the show filming and stuff like that. You know, there's a lot of secrets that he wanted to keep, which sometimes paid off. You know, we got the surprise return of Captain Jack in Fugitive of the Judoon. You know, we got loads of previous companions pop up in The Power of the Doctor, which we knew nothing about, which was very exciting. But yeah, the over-emphasis on secrecy did kind of damage, you know, the way the show was marketed, because we got nothing. And then the trailers that we got, they were fairly bland, and there was nothing to really excite us. And this was a stark contrast to what happened during the Stephen Moffat era, where stuff was leaked a lot. Yeah, a lot. Like, you know, the ending for Hellbent was leaked, I believe. Series 8 episodes were leaked online way before broadcast. And obviously John Sims' return of the Master was also leaked as well. You know, there's a lot of things going on with the Stephen Moffat era in terms of leaks, which, yeah, it did kind of annoy some people. So, yeah, there's a weird, you know, one way doing it to the extreme, and then the other way doing it to the extreme as well. But so far, with the Russell T Davies era of the show, the second one to be exact, we've had a nice balance of seeing what's coming. You know, we've even seen stuff for Series 14. We haven't seen any trailers yet, but we have seen a lot of stills from filming, when there's been new cast members seen filming in public. They're being announced by the BBC, unlike when, you know, we had Weeping Angels. I know they're not necessarily cast members, but we've seen Weeping Angels filming for Flux. Yeah, they were acknowledged by fans. You know, they saw them like, oh, the Weeping Angels are back. But then it was never confirmed by the BBC up until a couple of weeks before broadcast, which was strange. It was very strange. But with the Russell T Davies era 2, we have had a big difference in terms of communicating with fans. You know, we've had the glitch teasers leading up to the trailer for Eurovision, where the titles for the 60th anniversary specials has been announced. We got a trailer before that on Christmas Day for the 60th, where, you know, we kind of got like an overview of what the story's going to be. And even at the end of The Power of the Doctor, we got a little snippet of what's to come as well. So fans have been well informed. You know, we've seen some pictures of a historical episode from Series 14. You know, we've had cast announcements. It's been very exciting. But the thing is, we still don't know how all these things tie together, which is good. You know, we haven't had too many spoilers. Yes, there's been some leaks here and there. In this day and age, it's sadly never really preventable, but we do get the odd surprise as well, which I think Russell is keen to do. You know, he wants to keep fans informed, but he knows what to put out there and what not to put out there to keep people surprised, but to build up the interest with the show. And at the beginning of this video, yeah, I mentioned, yeah, Russell has kind of saved Doctor Who, but what I mean by saved is that people are more informed. I remember when Series 12 aired on New Year's Day, a fair few people thought that, Spyfall Part 1 and Part 2 was just like a New Year's Day special. And they didn't realise that there was another, mountain full of episodes to come. And I don't know if other people have, felt the same, or, heard of people have similar stories. I have seen some people online say that. And I feel like, the marketing as well has increased a lot because, we've been well informed about stuff. And I imagine when we get closer to November, we are going to be seeing more things to get us intrigued on, what's to come, So we know a release date, we know the format, and we know that Doctor Who is back, which is important because that increases viewership, it gets more people talking about the show, and it just creates a more, just like a healthy love for the show, whereas, people understandably do get frustrated when the show's not on air. But I will say this as well, because I think I've been guilty of this in the past. What happened during the Jodie Whittaker era of the show with lack of marketing, that wasn't necessarily down to Chris Chibnall. Yes, he had a thing with secrecy, but there obviously has to be money put aside for marketing, and it seems with the involvement of Bad Wolf Studios and now Disney as well, there is going to be a huge marketing push for the future of Doctor Who, because especially with Disney, this is an investment. People are wanting to see this franchise develop and grow and be successful, so they obviously want to get it out there. So all I'm saying is that Doctor Who, if it was in need to be saved, or to be brought up a notch and have some money put into it, it's been done, and it looks like in the future we are going to be seeing Doctor Who show up in some very strange places, with Marvel also being owned by Disney. We see them getting Super Bowl ads, Super Bowl trailers. Imagine if that happens with Doctor Who. That would be huge, and who knows, Doctor Who could end up with increased viewership over the time. But regardless of viewership numbers, Doctor Who is going to be getting the love it deserves, and it already has already. And as I mentioned in my video yesterday, we haven't had a single episode of this new era air yet, but we can already tell that there is a lot of love and a huge amount of passion being put into the marketing, which is good, and it is a vast improvement from what we've had over the years. So shout out to Russell, Bad Wolf Studios, and even Disney as well for, putting some more money in, and for the BBC for doing these partnerships, so Doctor Who can be put back on the map once again. But I'll see you all next time. Thank you very much for tuning into today's video. I know it was a bit of a free-form video where I was just discussing about the marketing. It's something I wanted to bring up, and I didn't really think of it until I was re-watching the latest trailer for the 60th anniversary for like the 100th time earlier, and I was like, that might make an interesting discussion point, but I am more interested in what you have to say in the comments section down below. If you are excited for the future of the show and you think the marketing has been good, leave a like rating and subscribe for more nerdy content, as we are on the road to 10,000 subscribers, which I will love to reach by the end of the year. But I'll see you all next time. Thank you very much for all the support, and goodbye for now.